Hey, this is Ken with Prime Healing, and I haven't done a video in 2 days because I was planning a very dramatic video. I know a few videos ago I shared with you my experience with spots on my face, these dry spots. So I went to the dermatologist and I told you about that, and they did a biopsy. They cut this little chunk out of right here. There's a little area there, and there was a spot there, and there's a spot on my nose, and you can see I have freckly kind of skin, and I go in the sun a lot. And in the past, my diet was more inflammatory. I was taking sugar and lots of grains and things, so I think in the past I was having a response. Anyway, I was planning on taking you, my friend, on a dramatic, emotional journey into the doctor's office, which was going to be today. But instead, they called me because I think of coronavirus and these kind of things. They just called, and the doctor was on the phone with me. And he sat down and basically said, those spots are not cancerous. So, whew, so I'm sitting in my hammock today. And it's a journey I'm not going to be going on right now, but it's a journey a lot of us are on, physical ailments. And they're not cancerous. And actually, all these spots, I've been doing a lot of skincare with baking soda and different oils, and my skin has really cleared up. So I'm paying more attention to my skin, but they're not cancerous. They just called me on the phone and told me. So I'm telling you right now, I just found out that I don't have cancer. If I did have cancer, it would be a very deep scan. I would have to have surgery on this, but I'm really fucking glad I don't have to have surgery. Um, it's not something I particularly like to spend my time on. So that's the dramatic conclusion in Ken Shambhala's world, is that I don't have to do surgeries on my skin. Instead, I'm just going to take care of it and continue to play in the sun and continue to surf and do the things I do with more maintenance with my internal world, with not having inflammatory foods. Like the number one thing I think is sugar. Number two is grains. So I don't have those in my diets for about 6 months now. I haven't had one bit of sugar, and it's been lovely. I think when we take the sweetness away from sugar and this intense sugar, it's like I really feel it dulls the senses and it dulls the immune system. And I feel like when our immune system is compromised and in a state of inflammation, we have these reactions. So anyway, that's the exciting conclusion. And but it continues. Life continues. Challenges will always arise. So today, I want to talk to you about what is this process we're doing? Processing emotions, using the subconscious world to process emotions. And I know I've shared with you the hands and the cube and how to basically bring things deeper into the body and how to process them through the body and connect ourselves to the greater existence and to have more joy in our lives. But I don't have a particular topic today. I was just openly sharing with you about my process and recommitting myself to sharing myself with you and the world. And yeah, I have lots of topics to talk about. The energetic field. What is the biome around the body? How is it affected? How do we take care of our own and maintain our own systems? And I know probably by this point you probably read the book and are learning to digest your own fears and anxieties. And again, you know, when I started working with clients again. I actually work with them right over there in my little spot, and we do this social distancing thing that's going on. We're mid-April right now, and for me, it's just readdressing the internal balance of the body. So what I'm seeing with clients, though, it's like I'm just reminded that each one of us inside of us is a childlike wonderment that is just sitting here going wow at the world. But in a lot of us, most of us, dare I say all of us, we have programming from when we're little, undigested things. And how do we digest them as adults? And this series and this very, very, very simple technique I'm sharing is a way to digest all of the things in our own field: fear, anxiety, stress, money, relationships, health, the chores, all these things that build up in our system that are undigested and kind of running amok, and learning how to use the very simple idea of the subconscious symbol of the cube at the base and running it through and feeling the crown. It's this central column inside of us, all the way below us and all the way above us, that when it's flowing uninhibited, we get to experience life. We don't want to remove stress. No, it'd be boring. I don't know, boring, but if we removed all obstacles of, not obstacles, but if we removed all of the anxiety inducing things, if we removed all of the stressors, it's not, I don't feel it is the solution. We would recreate new stressors and new ways of things to worry about. And instead, we learn to be with them. And that's the whole flip of this system. I had a client yesterday who shared she had these terrible visions of herself being greedy toward her dad. I said, yeah, you are greedy toward your dad. You're also loving and caring. You're both. We have conflicts when we find ourselves being looking down on people or this, but we do look down on people. We are self-centered. We're also deeply caring. So it's seeing the whole truth within ourselves, coming at ease with ourselves. I think that's why I'm sitting in the hammock today doing the video. When we're at ease with ourselves and ease with whatever coming into our own field, we become ease with the world. The world becomes a reflection. And the world doesn't become easy. I like the saying, at every new level, there's a new devil. I think Reverend Michael Beckwith from the Agape Church said that in one of his sermons. At every new level, there's a new devil. Life isn't tiptoeing through the tulips. When you expand and grow, there's new challenges ahead. That's how we face the challenges, how we be with it. Another John Wellwood, another amazing author and psychologist. His main thing is just how do you be with life? How do you face life with an open heart and fully be with it? How do I face cancer? I felt so ready to face it, so ready to face the challenge of the doctors, and it brings up nervousness just thinking about it, but how do I face that fully and openly? Yeah. I also like the expression that's been coming on the internet, where we go one, we go all. I even wrote it on my book. Like where I go, with a loving open heart, with nervousness, with facing my challenges, with going on the hero's journey. How do I face these challenges of getting surgery for cancer and being identified as someone who has cancer? I was preparing myself to be that, go on that journey. I'm going on other journeys, though, maybe bigger journeys, journeys helping you, journeys helping others. Digest our own personal fears and dislikes and be able to be with them. Our own aversions of standing in the fire and giving a public speech. How do we be with? Start clearing the central channel. Do a practice at least once a day in the morning, breathing everything in and up and out. Imagining the anxiety of money. Oh, money, having no money, a little bit of money, just feeling it, bringing it up and through and feeling, oh my gosh, this is a completely abundant system we're in. And I'm an abundant system. We can flow this through our body. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time in my hammock today, but I have gardening work to do. I want to make these knives. My parents are coming over to visit. All of this is happening in the world, but I'm glad I have this moment with you to sit in my hammock. And I hope to get responses from you of when you feel more things flowing. You'll notice it gradually at first, but then eventually you'll say, you stop planning, you stop trying to avoid. Oh, maybe this person annoys me, I'll avoid them. But maybe we start being with them more. They become our teachers, and we're able to be with it, be with both sides of it. Inside of everything, inside of the worst fear and nightmare, inside of that, just like the base and the crown, inside of it is also the solution and the other side of it. The world is in duality. There's two parts of every story. And it's the human that can put them together as one in the heart, one system that has both anxiety and shame and relaxation and openness. And it's a fluctuating field of which we get to fluctuate through. So practice fluctuating your energy through, doing the breathing practice until it becomes clear. Every single time you do the breath, it clears and opens pathways. And eventually, even the physical body starts to open up more and starts to flow more. You learn ways to deeper relax, ways to fuel yourself, ways to share yourself. So that's Ken from the garden sharing to you a little bit about my process with Prime Healing. Thanks for your time. Have a beautiful day. Go for a walk outside.